Okay. Welcome back to Demon Slayer Anime Review, episode number 11. This is reviewing overall for the anime, episode 39, Layer of Memories, which is also the sixth episode of the arc for Entertainment District. Now, unlike the one I had a couple weeks ago, because of the fact One Piece and Boruto came out the same day, I did One Piece first, then this one, then Boruto. But I figured though One Piece and Boruto's not going anyplace soon, and I really was interested in getting some Demon Slayer first, because that's not going to be much longer. Because this episode is only 5 more episodes left to air, and that's it. Yep, so I did this first, then Boruto, no, One Piece, then Boruto, and that'd be pretty much it for, then like one other video, which I'll get to that later. Sweet. So this episode picks we left off for episode 38, where I finish up adapting, goes through the rest of chapter 80, goes straight to chapter 83, goes through 81, 82, no problem, goes to 83, but 83 gets almost the entire chapter, with the exception of the last 2 pages. Now, there's a couple things that kind of rearrange a little bit at the beginning. First, you started with the Fire Hashira's father. Yes, where he's gotten better, and he does talk a little about his backstory for a bit. Like, talk about his wife, the fact his son was actually a good person, a fine son, and he regrets their interaction with the last meeting, which was just prior to the start of this arc. And after that, we got straight back to the city. We got back to the Entertainment District, where we see a son Hashira with Inosuke and Zeno. Zenosuke, where they're basically about to get out of the hole, chase out of the Warm Belt. And it's up to the Son Hashira's wives say, you should probably go after this. Like, okay. So he first listens to his own wives, then his two fellow Demon Slayers. Okay, I guess know what his priorities lie. I wouldn't be surprised if afterwards he basically takes all three with him into his bed. And does all three of them. They're his wives, after all. He can do whatever the heck he wants. And, of course, they jump out of the hole. My guess, presumably, his wives must have got out of the hole, too. And, of course, they chase after whatever they were up with. Meanwhile, though, we cut back to Tashiro, which, for him, this particular sequence I thought was really kind of weird. When they finally show him in the episode, it looked like the same exact thing ended last week's episode, which I thought was kind of weird. Him using his flame power to simply slice up the belt, and then you see her where she basically is not doing well against him. Then she transforms because she hears that he said something to her. This is, of course, just after she had transformed. Yeah, her hair changed color, and then she sliced up everybody when, of course, people start coming outside and wondering what the heck is going on. What's all the noise? And the guy who's walking behind Tashiro gets his arm chopped off. And we see another guy get his head, sliced in half. And, another guy got sliced. Now, I should point out, though, the anime does not carry around with this arc. Oh, no. A lot of people probably think the anime censored this scene. Oh no! The anime made it a lot more graphic than it did in the manga. Oh my gosh, there was a lot more blood here than the actual manga itself. Of course, Sashiro got slashed across the chest and almost into his shoulder. And then all of a sudden, something really weird happens. Blood drips into his eyes. It looks like it's blinded by blood. And he starts bleeding tears. And then, of course, you see her running across the rooftop, and she's grab, what the heck happened? And it's Toshiro. He apparently chased after her. And fights her for quite a while. To the point where he sliced up the belt, and then, of course, he, at one point, did try to slice her head off, but her neck transformed into one of the belts. Because, of course, she's able to do the transformation because the belts that were loose from her went back into her body via her head, which I thought that was kind of weird. Are they saying these belt things are actually part of her body? I thought it was kind of weird. So, then, of course, he bows her for quite a while, slices up all her belts, and then all of a sudden he hears the voice of one of his late siblings. Then he passes out. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? Perhaps I should kill him now. And she tries to, and then Nezuko pops up out of nowhere. Yes, Nezuko. Where she is angry at the fact that, well, this demon has harmed her brother. To the point where she's showing a little more skin, and then her skin started doing this little wavy vine across it. And she starts battling her for quite a while, kicking her. Of course, she kept slicing her pieces. And then one of the most, like, shocking things happens this episode. Now, you might be interesting. Did the anime change this? Did this happen in the manga? Wait, this didn't happen in the manga. Yeah, it did. You want to know what happened? Nezuko bites the bamboo, removes the bamboo brace that had been there since the very first story arc of the anime, of both the anime and the manga, and it's removed for the first time ever, and we see her teeth for the first time. Episode ends basically her gearing up to basically do a full-blown attack on Nezuko. When Nezuko's a full-blown attack on the demon, who, by the way, the demon was actually informing about Nezuko because, according to Muzan, he's like, this is the one I got away. Kill her. She's like, sure, no problem, boss. Just long as you keep petting my hair. That's probably what she was probably thinking. Because she's like Mugen's favorite. Ooh boy, it's going to be basically consequence after this arc wraps up. Yep. Well, I got to hand this episode really damn good. Love it. Another episode basically like the case 2 yesterday. Can't wait for next week because it's so freaking good. We're getting good now. And we only have 5 episodes left. Yeah, we have like 3 more coming out this month. And like 2 more next month. Now, as of right now, there is nothing currently to replace any of these anime. I'd say by the second week of February is when this thing can finally finish. As far as I can tell currently, there's nothing slated to replace this one. Not yet anyways. But there's an anime coming this year. I'm looking forward to exactly when they come out. But as far as I can tell, none of them come out Sunday. I, of course, have not heard anything about Eden Zeri. If that's because he's, I wouldn't be surprised. Given the fact the anime was really good. Yep. So yeah, that's it. Particular review. Next one is going to be One Piece, then Boruto, and then one other video, which I will discuss what it is later on. Okay, next video. Bye.